Hello, Kaley, and welcome to your August reading. I'm so excited to read for you, and I want to make note that the first time that I attempted to read for your August, something happened with the recording and, it just deleted. So that was pretty, interesting, right? And one of the things that I mentioned is that I thought it was because, what it felt like to me is that the information wasn't inaccurate, so to speak. It's just that because you're shifting so much in these past several days in very big ways, it seems like where you were a couple days ago was a different reading, and where you are now is a different reading too. So I picked 3 cards just like I did in your first reading, and a card did pop out as an additional card to go along with the second card. So I'm going to give you a lay of the land with the cards, and then we're going to tap in. So I haven't looked at any of them yet, so we'll go ahead and do that together. So what I asked for are the 3 main themes for your August, and then I'm also going to pull another card that best represents the energies, or that best represents what's available to you for your Lion's Gate specifically. So the first card that has come through is Leadership in Reverse. The second card, so the first card that I pulled and then the card that slipped out, the first card is Action. So we have Leadership and we have Action. I really wish this would not blur. I really want to figure out a way to make it not blur. Okay, there we go. It still is backwards for you though, huh? This is the card that popped out. This was also in reverse, so let me keep these. This is Diligence. And then the final theme for your August is New Beginnings. That is very cool. New Beginnings. Thanks for bearing with me. I know I always try to get this to I guess that's what we'll have to do. Okay, so Leadership, Action, Diligence, New Beginnings. Alright, I'm going to pause it and tap in and see what's up. Okay, so first, this Leadership in Reversed, and the first information that came through very strongly, which seems very fitting because what it felt like is that your guides and your higher self, but I'm especially hearing galactic family, is really guiding you very, very closely, and has been, especially towards the end of July, and powerfully through this Lion's Gate portal is what they're saying. And just so you know, I think about the Lion's Gate as the whole month of August, and even continuing on past August a bit. So, hold on a second, that music's really loud, I'm sorry. Okay. Thank you. That was just really intense and frankly annoying. So, back into my heart and back to this leadership. Yeah, and I was also thinking about how there's so much cosmic art in this particular card. And so, yeah, it feels like the work that you've done in the past several months the work that you've done in the past several months feels like it really, really prepared your body and your energy systems to be able to receive higher levels of communication from your guides, higher levels of interaction, of energy exchange, and of new energetic wisdom and understanding coming into your body through your galactic family and your cosmic family. And what that feels like too, to narrow it down a little bit more, is This feeling that as we evolve over time and we ascend into different bodies on different planets, that's what I'm talking about. It's like your family, part of your galactic family, who's already also ascended, is able to sort of come back and energetically educate your human, which is fascinating. So our higher selves do that, our souls do that with us all the time. We're constantly pinging information to each other. And yet this feels like your higher self and your soul have begun to communicate with not only ascended versions of yourself, but ascended star family. So I hope that makes sense. Like, so when we're talking about this is coming from your galactic family, it feels like members of your galactic family that have ascended. And this is like a mentorship that happens in August, and there's this expansion and leveling, a new level that you reach with your ability to really feel like the clarity, the power, and the momentum behind the wisdom and the information and healing that you're receiving just on your own. And so it's like your desire to look externally for your next lesson or your next path is really self-satisfied. It's really self-led and self-governed by not only you, but again, all this galactic leadership that's coming to you, that's being made available to you. So that's exciting. That's exciting. All right, and then we have action followed by diligence. And this is cool because this is a very kind of masculine and feminine interaction that we have between the action, which was right side up, and the diligence, which is upside down. And the way I read that again is meaning it's more being offered to you. It's a suggestion is what it feels like. And it's also the ability for diligence to feel more natural to you. So let me pause and see what comes through. Okay, so this one feels pretty literal. The information I'm receiving is that in August, what you choose to put action into is sort of, for you, it's very, very important to use your discernment in order to decide what you're going to spend, what type of action you're going to spend your energy on, because it's not just your energy this month. In August, there's something particular for you that is really entangled in a good way, but in a way that wants you to be very discerning and diligent. So I'm going to try to explain this, but it sounds very important. It feels very important. It feels very serious. So I'm getting this information that your August is a reflection of, it feels like your next several years. So it's almost as if August was like a chessboard, and the way you line up your pieces and your very first moves in August of what you take action on are the very first reflections that you're showing the universe of what you want to not only play with for the next 3 years, but what you are choosing to kind of sign up for, the lessons and the not only the lessons but the experiences. And so it's almost like I'm seeing you map out some goals in August of things that you want to make moves on, even if they're just baby steps, and really like being very, very hyper conscious of how you choose to spend your time and energy. in August. It's as if what you choose to do, it's not like, it's sort of, this is kind of hard to explain. I'm sorry if I'm fumbling a little bit with my words. I've just never really experienced this before. The diligence card comes from choosing to see August as and what you do in August as a reflection of the kinds of things that you want to invite into your world over the next 3 years. And let me know if you want clarification on this. It feels like, I'm going to give an example. If you were to choose to sign up for improv in August, it's like inviting into your life and saying to the universe and calling out like a beacon, these are the kind of experiences that I would like to have for the next 3 years. Likewise, if you choose not to act, if you choose to say no, if we're going to still stick with the example of improv, no to improv, you're saying for the next 3 years, I want to keep creating opportunities where I don't act on things. I want to keep creating opportunities where I don't step out of my comfort zone. I want to keep creating experiences in my life that reflect back to me I'm not ready for improv and that I am not comfortable being vulnerable and playful. Okay, I hope that makes sense. There's a clarity that August is providing as a reflection for your next 3 years. And so there's a diligence that, and I'm looking at this bird especially and this 40,000 foot view of if you took a look at your life represented in the month of August, it would help you to discern more because you'd be seeing it as this whole big picture that reflects opportunities and experiences for your next several years. It's sort of like you're saying in August, this is who I am, this is what I want, and this is what I'm ready to take action on over the next 3 years. So that's really interesting. Let me know if you want any clarification on that. Hopefully I explained it well. And then we have new beginnings. So let me feel into this one. Okay, so the new beginnings card felt like epiphanies. A lot of aha moments. A lot of times where you are all of a sudden going, oh, wait. What I felt was like an inkling or a version of this concept. And now, aha, I'm seeing it for its greater whole. I'm seeing it from a higher perspective. I'm seeing it with more wisdom. And it's like these little light bulbs keep going off, these switches that expand and expand and expand your perspective, so much so that by the end of August it almost feels like once again you feel like a new being. You feel more expanded, you feel bigger, you feel like you're holding more light, you feel more empowered, you feel stronger, and I see you standing up straighter, I see like your shoulders broader, and I see you more in a like warrior-esque type feeling within yourself, a more embodied feeling of knowing your own power. And that is a new beginning for you. You feel a little bit less at the mercy of what life is sending you, and you feel more sort of at the helm or at the wheel of your own life, and you feel more prepared to take it in directions. This happens more towards the end of August. There's a little bit of a switch where it feels less like what should I do, and it feels more like I know what's good for me and I know what to do. And that's really interesting. I would love to get there myself. So that's what that feels like. Okay, so now we're going to pick an animal card for the August, the Lionsgate. The Lionsgate, your personal Lionsgate. So just pause it and shuffle and tap in. Okay, so I have not pulled this card yet, for somebody. This is horse spirit. And beautiful, beautiful card, as you can see. And so it says freedom is yours. And what I've felt is that there's an acknowledgement, once again, as I stated before earlier in this message, that you have been doing a lot of work that has energetically prepared you and your body, mind, and spirit to receive a lot of healing and wisdom that you've already gone through. And so, in a way, they said that you've already accomplished your goals for the Lion's Gate. You have already been able to hold in your body this leveling up that a lot of people have already accomplished it as well. And then a lot of people will be accomplishing their goals throughout August, according to what they intended for this Lion's Gate, whether or not that was conscious or something that was decided on a soul level. For you, the freedom card comes up because the world is your oyster. This is a choice for you. So once again, as the light is already here and available to us, and so this is for you in particular, because of where you're at in your evolution this year, you can actually ask for things. You can set the intentions of what you want to step more into. This isn't about releasing for you, the Lion's Gate. It's about attaining. It's about having the freedom to choose what you want more in your life and beginning to invite that in. And I'm feeling, again, more expansion happening for you in August through the Lion's Gate. It's not like, oh, okay, you got yours and now you're done. It's more like the big cathartic one that was intended for you already happened. And I think that's what you just went through over your birthday. So now you have the ability to ask and to set those intentions for what you would like the light to do, how you would like that light to enhance, play, teach, activate, and help you grow into something. So again, kind of like how you're being invited to really map out your August very intentionally with the actions you want to take, your goals, and then having the diligence to really understand and discern that it is very micro to macro, as in what you do in August really, really impacts your next 3 years. This is also about using your freedom to decide for yourself what you really want to expand, to grow into from a soul level, on a heart level. So your spiritual goals. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. All right, so let's recap, shall we? Okay, first you have divine leadership being offered to you from your star family, from your galactic family. You're being mentored. You're invited to really, really trust rather than external validation. And it's just so you know, it's like they're saying, if you're choosing to have readings from other people, or if you're choosing to have something confirmed or mirrored back to you, that's fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's just really being honest with yourself. If you can have some distance between feeling like you need validation and really stepping into more trust about how you're being led and mentored. And then knowing that if there are mistakes and oopses and you got something wrong, seeing that as the signal getting clearer. As you learn discernment, and maybe you make some oopses, just understanding that that is improving the quality of the signal as you feel deeper into your own resonance, your own discernment. What happens in August is, and the actions you take are very, very important as they mirror and invite in more lessons, wisdom, and action throughout the next 3 years. So really using that diligence to help you understand the importance of your actions. The new beginnings are all about this leveling up in your own sense of ability to drive your life rather than feeling like you're always being led somewhere. Oh, and then lastly, horse spirit for the Lionsgate representation. And this is the invitation to choose. To choose and to invite in what you would like that light to do, basically, for your Lionsgate portal. So hopefully that was helpful. It's so interesting doing a whole reading over again. So let me know if you have any questions. And thank you once again for giving me the honor of reading for you. So take care. Love you lots. Bye-bye.